Dadventurer, and this is a little bit different stream. I am still streaming tonight, but we're going to spend about, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes here doing some YouTube account reviews for some friends of mine, people that I game with on the regular, who I think are awesome gamers, who maybe just are struggling a little bit with getting their gaming brand out there to a wider audience. So we're going to pull up 3 different streamers' accounts, and we're just going to kind of break it down, myself and Trashman Gaming, who are streamers, and we're also influencers here in the U.S. for the game Free Fire. But we're going to look at maybe how they can do better and position their channel for growth, and we're going to look at that. So we're going to start with Frost444. Now, you'll notice it says Frost444 up here in the bar. I already told Frost some tough love earlier and said, hey, don't be Frost444. It sounds like a fanboy channel. And there's a bunch of Frost444s out there in the world already. I counted 20 earlier when I stopped counting. And so I asked him to change his name to something else. So, of course, what did he choose? Frost61, which I'm Dadventurer61. So, which I did appreciate, but I think he is the only Frost61, so I guess it works. But you need a unique, the big thing for any channel, you've got to have a name that's searchable for you, or that you can dominate in the search results. There are other Dadventurers out there, but none of them has as big an audience as I do now. So I am the dominant position holder. Frost444, Frost was not the dominant position holder and was not gaining ground to be the dominant position holder. It doesn't make any sense to send traffic to someone else when people search for you. And so you need to have your own unique identity and brand. So that's like number one thing. So maybe Frost61 works. I don't care. That's a great homage, but I was also playing around with different versions of Frost. I think he should call himself Frosty Cakes, but whatever. That's what I call him on stream. And so when he doesn't hear me when I'm saying that probably. But, there's definitely opportunities for him to grow here. Now, we're just going to look at some metrics here. These are the things that I look at every day. And if you don't have these, I'm going to tell you how to do it. This is a program here that you can get through, I believe this is vidIQ, powers this. And this shows you how your page compares to competitors. Now, the blue line in here is my page, and the red line is Frost's page. Now, you can see the blue line here for me is actually doing well. It's trending down because I actually took a week. I took a week where I spent some time with family. So, but then you can see we're right back up at it, and today's always drops until you post. But you can see that Frost has a pretty static line here of the average growth here. But where he's gained views, he's had 1,000 views in the last month, where I've had 413,000. So we play in the same games, we know the same community. So what we're trying to do is figure out how to get this number here up with views and do the same thing with subscribers. He's got 70 subscribers, shows you how many you gain each day. And so you're trying to figure out what are other channels that are successful, what are they doing, and how are they doing it. And so vidIQ is a great program. I don't get any sponsorship from vidIQ, but let's look at some of what here. Now, you can also see that if you look at the video count here, Frost has done 18 videos this month, which is not bad, but that's one video every couple days. But in comparison, if we go to mine, I think I've done 54 videos already in that month period. And so that's actually a low month for me. I usually am in the 70s to 80s for videos. And so, that's where you can see some of this decline here. So let's look at the uploads here for Frost. Frost's uploads are a live stream, a 2-minute video, a live stream, a 1-minute video, a 2-minute video, and then, of course, here a handful of live streams and short videos. Now, as we go into the video breakdown, this is important for you to know, Frost. Your views on your short 30-second videos and 1-minute videos equal the views that you're getting on live streams. And so when we look at metrics on like watch time, when you only have 66 views on an hour and 40-minute video, that means that's 100 it's not 120, 100 minutes. You're getting less than 1 view per minute, which means it's killing your watch time. And it's telling YouTube that no one is watching this content, so it's not valuable content, and thus YouTube is not going to stick it to its algorithm and send it out to a wider audience, because if your own fans and followers don't want to watch it, then why would they send it to someone else to watch? Because YouTube's in the business of providing content to people that they want to see. And so that's kind of the breakdown here. So what I would advise Frost to do on this channel is a couple things. Make sure he has a name that's a unique identity, and only create content that is going to bring in a regular amount of views. Look at this aim lock video, 90 93 views in essentially 1 minute and 23 seconds, whereas that's much more than an hour and 39-minute stream. And so for someone who's a beginning account down at 107 subscribers, there's nothing wrong with being 107 subscribers. I was 100 subscribers in December. Now I'm at 17,000 subscribers just a few months later. So you have to start somewhere. And so if you start here, what my advice would be is to do only the videos that are falling in the normal range for videos that Frost has created with success, which is 1 minute 32 to 3 minute videos. I would stick in those and maybe add in some short videos. His short videos have done okay, 41 views, but I wouldn't do any more live streams until this subscriber count goes up with legitimate subscribers that are fans of Frost. And that's important to know. That's important to understand. And so as we look at some of this content here, that's why we're wanting to do that content. And so that's how we do it. So if you are someone who wants to have a YouTube following, wants to have a Facebook following, they are similar, but the algorithms are very, very different between the two. And so we're giving him some free feedback here. Yeah, and so that's kind of what we're looking at here for this. And so the other thing would be to look at the type of content that he's producing. Live stream content is for your fans. It is. It is not for random people. No one's just going to happen across your live stream for the most part and become a mega super fan who supports your channel and gives you money. That is very, very rare. It does happen, but that it's with 100 subscribers, you're not going to be promoting anybody. So what you got to do is create content that people want to see. Now, in YouTube, when it comes to gaming content, you've got to find content that's about the game that provides extra quality for people. Like here, Free Fire May Elite Pass trailer. This is just the trailer of the game. It got 46 views, but anyone and everybody can create that content. Whereas this aim lock, I'm pretty sure this is a headshots video. And so if we go back, I don't see any content behind the scenes. Free Fire, the 10 best try-hard outfits. This was a minute 42. That's actually a good, knowing the content of Free Fire and knowing that the outfits are important. The 10 best of anything is a good video in Free Fire. This is actually a great video idea by Frost. He should have done a whole line of these. There should have been a top 3, a top 5, a top 10, and the top incubator outfits, the top 10 incubators, the top 10 elite passes, top 10. Like, there could have been a whole series of videos that were done over a course of a week or two that would have brought in new people. And especially every time an incubator releases, everybody's searching Free Fire new incubators. So you have people always looking. It's called evergreen content. So as you're doing the top 10 or top 5 incubators, now you're bringing in these evergreen. You have an evergreen video that's continuing to bring back views time in and time out, time in and time out. I'm growing rapidly on YouTube, but it's from my past videos getting searched. People don't realize that. They watch my live streams and see the slowly going up in total audience, but it's because people are searching my old content and then they're subbing to my channel and then they're checking me out live. That's what's happening. So as we look at Frost's channel here, that's what I would say of seeing the stuff that he's already doing is what I would do. Now, Frost, I think Frost has got a mic on. Frost, do you have a mic on? He's on. He should be on my headset. Frost, you there? Frost, do you have any specific questions for me? I think his mic's. Well, I think he's trying to talk. So, all right, Jake. Trash Man Gaming. Do you have any questions? Any comments for him?
Just looking through his videos, like for his live streaming, if you go back just about 3 weeks ago, he actually did a really good title of Free Fire Live North America, and then put what he was doing, and then after that, it seems like he got out of doing that rhythm, and not to be mean, but nobody's gonna, if you put streaming and playing with everyone, no one's searching that on YouTube.
Yeah, no, this is a non-searchable title. No one's ever going to come here. That could be any game. I would never click something like that.
You can even see the view drop. He went from 121 views on that to 48 on the next one.
Yeah, and so you can see it pretty much an instant as he was building momentum. And what happens generally is you see other people titling other stuff and you just try it. Don't try anything without a specific reason. And so, yeah, look here, 98 views. And don't use this blue circle. There is no blue recording circle. The reason that people do a red circle is because it looks like it means live. And so there's never a blue one. So the blue one actually loses. I know why he's doing it, because it's Frost. I get that. It's creative. You could do a blue heart still somewhere, but if you're going to try to do the red circle for recording, make it the red circle. Yeah, if you want to check out the channel, you have to hit me up on Discord. These guys are on my Discord. That's why we're doing this live review of it, and with Trashman Gaming and myself, who are streamers. And so we just want to give these guys some help, because we believe that we're all in this together. So yeah, so that's kind of where it's at. So let's take a look at another channel. Let's go to another channel. So that's Frost. Frost, if you get your mic working and have some questions, let me know specifically here. But those are some things I could do. So if I was Frost, kind of last thing, if I was Frost, I would go back to the short 1 to 3 minute videos, do them great, do them consistent, go back to what's already worked, the behind the scenes, the top 10s, and build a channel around that, because there's not a lot of people doing that top 10 type stuff right now in the English server, and it's a great way to really establish your brand. And then you come back to the streaming. You can stream 1 day a week, but only if you have people that are watching you live. If people are not watching you live, you cannot stream, because it's killing your watch time and it kills the promotion that YouTube will give you on the channel. All right, let's go to Offside. All right, next one. We're going to Offside FF. Offside FF has 175 subscribers. And as we look at it, let's take a look at Offside's channel. I think there's other Offside FFs. Well, I have to check. Well, you have to check your name. I didn't get to check your name. But if we look at some of the metrics, again, the views are down here low. 19 videos in a course of a month is one, just over every other day. And, you want to grow faster. The numbers of videos are going to matter early on in your career. We'll subscribe to make sure we're subscribed to your channel. There you got 176. So let's go and break down the videos here. And Trashman, you have any thoughts on this one early as we look at it?
Okay, so first thing, jumping into his last stream, he has I would guess you would call it the blue slide of death, the starting soon stream. It lasts for about 49 seconds. On those, most people don't want to see a starting soon thing. If you go to any other gameplay and start looking at people's that start out with that, people just click past them at this point. It worked for a while back in the day, but now it doesn't. So I would get rid of that completely and just honestly start your stream and then hit your go live button. So start playing the game and then go live, and you would be better off than that 48 seconds. No,
I agree. Having a long intro, and actually I will say that Offside's got a nice this rank push. The problem is no one really cares about your rank push. It's actually a nice graphic. I think you probably made it, but nobody cares about your rank push because everybody's rank pushing. Again, when you have fans that are following you, they'll care about your rank push when they're already fans. They're not going to care about your rank push when they're not fans. And so, you've got to recognize, the road to grandma's house is, I don't know, it's cut out with the number. And that's really important when you're doing your thumbnails. Don't put anything in the bottom corner of your thumbnail that could be cut off by the time. So you need to make sure that's not actually readable title anyways. And then the other thing, it's a killer. Don't put you're on a road to anything. I'm on a road to 200 subs. I'm on a road to 1K. If you tell me that, all you're telling me is you're not an established great streamer yet. If I want to come to your post, I should come from that. A great title, a great thumbnail, and then I'll find out if you're a great streamer. You might already only have 200 subs, but you might be the next greatest streamer. And I might be like, this guy's only got 200 subs, but I'm going to follow him. And so that's kind of the way. But if you've only got 200 subs, I'm probably going to say, yeah, the guy's not got 200 subs. I mean, I'm not going to follow him. So you actually really it's like shooting yourself in the foot before you even have the chance to have success. So take that kind of verbiage out of your streams. Don't ever say I'm on the road to 5K or 1K. Yes, I did it back before, but I also learned I did that if you go months ago on Facebook, you'll see that I did that. And then I realized that doesn't work. So stop doing that. Right. And so I stopped doing it. I don't do anything like that anymore. I will promote in my Discord what my audience numbers are in my status. That's it. Because I don't want anyone to not come because they think I should have more followers. And so those little things, they do matter to people. So let's go back and look. There's a lot of videos here. Again, I think we're going to see the same thing we saw with Frost. The videos that are commanding the most audience here are videos that are short, bringing in views. And when you look at live streams, we've got 17-minute live stream here with 3 views, 57-minute, 9 views. Like, and my advice here would be stop live streaming. Stop live streaming. Yes, the views went up here at 54, and they're starting to climb up. But if you go and you've got 55, you'd be better off. You'd be better off here to stream less throughout the week. If you love live streaming, great. Do it 1 or 2 days a week. Do it for an hour, but only do it when you have 5, 10, 15, 20 people that are going to stay throughout the stream to help you and support you. And then you can do the same thing to help them on their channel. And that'll give you watch time metrics for YouTube, because watch time will kill you if you don't have that watch time. And then go back and really figure out what makes these shorter videos bring in new viewers who do not know your channel. And you know, if I've got 177 subscribers, 25 views is not bad. But what's happening is I'm not getting traffic. If I'm this person, I'm not getting traffic beyond my own small audience. And the key to all of these videos, and I commented, actually, Dadventurer did comment on this video, I believe. So those are some things that you need to know. You need to be creating them. Jake, anything else that you can think there?
No, just like you were saying, stick to the 80-20 rule. Stick with the, like he's saying, 80% of your stuff being content at this point and 20% being streams, and slowly adjust that as the numbers start to flip on it. Yep.
Especially like this stuff here, like Flame Carver will not comment, Dadventurer. You're only actually targeting one person in this video. So you're gonna kill your metrics, because you're really just targeting Flame Carver. Now, if you want to be smart, one of the ways, if you want to target a big streamer, if you did a video of Dadventurer's top 10 kills, that's going to be a video that's going to be interesting to people, because you're going to pull in Dadventurer's fans who want to go see that. They're not going to come for that. Now, Dadventurer's fans may not want to see that on your channel, but if I did that with someone like Total Gaming's top 10 kills, who's got 22 million followers, 24 million followers, like the top 10 of Total Gaming, yes, his fans, out of 22 million people, you're going to get somebody that's going to come to your channel and watch that video. And you're going to start creating content. But you can't, here's what happens. The content here for Offside's all over the board. He just doesn't know what kind of streamer he wants to be. So he's all over the board, creating different types of content, just trying to, it's hit or miss. What you do is, once you get something that works, you stick with that. No matter if that's the kind of person you want to be, you stick with that content. So if I look back here and see that some of the best content, is here, thank you to Greena, but also that the Free Fire Pass Elite's got 44, 244 for the new intro. That was obviously a well-hitting video. You can't do that more than once, though, every once in a while. And so you got to find out what videos that you've done that have really trended. And there don't seem to be any that have trended outside of the page yet, which means you still have ability to try to figure out some new things. Yeah, the intro videos are the ones that are getting in the most traffic. But that's not going to be sustainable. Whereas if you here's one here, who's next shorts. But I think if you start creating, you'll want to start looking at other channels and see what they're doing to bring in people that are outside of their audience. Channels that have more viewers on videos than they have followers and subscribers, that's the kind of content you want to create for your channel. And so like Netherworld gun review, that could be great, but like Free Fire Netherworld gun review, you'd be better off to do something like we said, that's all. Netherworld gun's only searchable when the Netherworld gun comes out. It's never searchable again. If you did the top incubator guns, now every incubator that comes up new, that comes up as a searchable thing. And so the other thing is making your like to dislike ratio. We can show you how to work on some of that as well. But let's see here. I'll do one more thing, and we'll look at a video here, Jake. We'll talk about how to set a video up. So let's pull up a short. Let's pull up this Free Fire Shorts here. All right, we're gonna pull up this video, and as we look on the sidebar here, as we look at this video, we can see that there are no tags here. There's no keywords in this video. And so the way YouTube works is it works off keywords. It works off the words that you put. The description here is just a list of links, so the description is not helping you. Without keywords that people are searching for in your videos, no one is ever going to find this. One of the reasons that my videos work is I have keyword loaded my my content, which means I know what terms are being searched on YouTube, and I find those terms and I put those in my title, in my description, and I put them in my tags. So, I guess there is Free Fire as a tag here. That's one, but that's a very big one that everybody's putting as a tag. And so those are some things that you want to do. Maybe, we talked about top 10s, but maybe a reaction videos to some of the biggest streamers might be a thing for Offside to try. It's Offside. Can you hear me? I think he's on my headset too. He might be muted.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Offside, what languages do you speak?
English.
English. Okay. So one of the things you could do is go and take some of the world's biggest streamers and just do reaction videos to some of their highlight reels, some of their kills, their gameplay, and just do a whole line of that. And when you keyword load it, you're loading it with the keywords that also will include that streamer, his fan base. And so as that streamer is searched, you'll start appearing, your videos will start appearing when people are searching for that. And if you create really good, tight content, that's a key. The content still has to be good that you're creating. You'll start getting more followers, but you have to create it in series. You can't just do one video and then just give up. You've got to do 7, 8, 9, 10 videos and really invest in that. And if that doesn't work, then you try something else. But create a series of videos and try that. And hopefully that'll begin bringing some traffic to your page and understanding keywords. We don't have time to fully explain keywords and how to do it. I can do a video on that later.
Okay.
I want to jump to Bossing's here, but try some of those things we're sharing. I think Frost got more success with his lives there, and I even told him that I would stop lives. But I think both of you need to stop doing lives or shorten up your lives to maybe 1 or 2 days a week. Just go. Let's say I'm doing live on Wednesday nights. Make sure your audience knows it. Promote it the first couple days of the week. Get your people there, and then once your people start showing up consistently and become part of a community, then add a day. So now if you start getting 20, 25 people consistently, say we're going to do Wednesdays and Fridays. And then once you get both those consistent, add another day. Don't just do every day of the week, because that doesn't work until you build a fan base. So let's look at our last. We've got 3 streamers here. The next one is my friend from the Bahamas, Bossing FF. Now, Bossing's got a little bit bigger channel. Bossing has got 2,023 subscribers, and or 2,230 subscribers. And let's look at his channel. So again, we look at the comparison here. He's got 7,000 views. He's got 24 videos, so just getting closer to that one a day. And so let's look at this channel. Now, Bossing FF has he's pretty well known, especially in the Caribbean, of who he is. But let's go look at some of the content here. Let's go look at how the subscribers are doing in the last 30 days. The subscribers, though, is quite low for the number of videos, Bossing. You really want to try. I try to get a 10%. I really want a 10% follower return. And so if you look at like mine, I've got 4,600 subscribers. And if I go to the video views, I've got 400,000. So I've got like, what, a 10% return there, where you've got 7,000 here and your subscribers is 300. So there's something going on in the content that you're getting a 5% return when you really want to be getting a 10% return. So that might be something to do, to ask people that watch your channel, what would make you subscribe? Because you're missing out on subscribers, where I think 10% is a really decent return on the amount of views that you get. And that could be just that you're not asking people to subscribe. It could be as simply as, hey, if you love this content, you want to watch me again, follow me, subscribe, ring that bell. You maybe needs to be more intentional, and you might see that just start ticking up. That could be a simple thing. Are you doing that on your channel now, Bossing? He's in the headset too. I think he's still here. Can he unmute? Let's see. Bossing there. Well, Trashman, let me know your thoughts while we see if he can unmute. There he goes. He's unmuted now. Bossing, you with me?
Hello?
Hey. So are you asking people on your channel to like and subscribe when you're playing?
Yes, sir. When I'm subscribed, when I live stream and stuff. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So you may need to start doing that more in videos. You may need to create videos, because you've got about a 5% or less return of the views that you have versus the return. And you really want to push that to 10%. And you might just need to ask some of your loyal fans or people who are viewers who haven't subscribed yet, why they're not hitting that subscribe button. And it may be as simple as they're just not hearing it enough, or the content is not gravitating them in, there's got to be some disconnect. So I would encourage you just start having conversations with some of the people you know watch you regularly, and really figure out how you can tweak that. I found that tweak is usually just you doing something a little bit different, and you can increase that. You can double that percentage. I will have to watch some content to really figure that out for you, but I would watch some of your content back and say, would I subscribe? And just kind of give yourself a critical eye there. All three guys had good banners, so we won't talk much about the banners, guys, but let's go look at some content here. Anything you notice, Trash Man, and I know you were watching one of Bossing's videos, anything you noticed when you were watching the video?
Same thing I said earlier before, like when I jumped into Bossing's, we don't really get to the gameplay until about 2 minutes into the game. And that's it. If you think about it, if anyone comes through looking at your channel, you have roughly 15 seconds to make an acknowledgement or catch them with some kind of hook to get them to see. So if your 2 minutes is you still getting set up on your stream, same as before, get set up on your stream, go live
Right.
after you've started playing, and people will be more interested in that.
Right. Yeah, guys. Yeah, we're reading the chat. We can see the chat. We are doing this video as trading for some of our friends who are on our Discord, our virtual family Discord, and we thought we'd just do it live because one, we want to help them. Like, they're not paying us or anything. We're just we love these guys because they're part of our virtual family, so we want to help them. And we figured if we did this live, although it might be brutal, we told them we wanted to help you too because you're probably making some of the same mistakes. And I truly think if we all do better at growing our own communities and bringing more people into the game, we all benefit. And that's why we're spending this time to do this. We'll do more of these in the future for you guys. You can sign up for them in our Discord. But so one of the things that annoys me when I watch streams, when I go to your stream, and anybody's stream, not Bossing's in general, but anybody's stream, and you are sitting in your lobby for 20 minutes at the beginning, and you're just chit chatting. Like, I'm not there for that. I'm there to watch Free Fire, right? And so what I do, and I've started changing that recently, and there's an intentional reason why, which I can get into in that video. But for the first 4 months, I would be loading into a game, or I would already be into Clash Squad. I would already have bought my pistol before I went live. I would already be landing on the ground. Like, I would be, it was called in media res, is actually a term for it. It's in the middle of. And so books start in media res, movies start in media res. That's why you have an action scene at the beginning. Your stream needs to start in media res. People do not want to be bored at the beginning of your stream if they're there at the beginning, and you need that instant reaction on almost every algorithm. If a lot of people show up at the beginning, you're going to get a lot more promotion from YouTube, from Facebook, from the other programs, because obviously this is content that people want to see, so they're going to promote it to more people, even outside your audience. So start making those little changes and be in media res at the beginning, and you'll see that can change some things there. So that's kind of there. So let's look at some more here for Bossing. Now Bossing does a lot of streaming, but he does mix in some short videos here. We've got a minute 47. We've got a 2-minute 25, kind of some, and he's really been working on mixing some of that in. So let's look at here. He's got a decent, I've been on Bossing streams. I think Bossing's a good streamer. Bossing, what's the average number of people watching you live at any one time?
It's switched sometimes. Sometimes it's high. Sometimes it's 20. Sometimes it's 27. Sometimes it's 15.
Okay. And how many days a week do you stream?
Since I'm getting watch hours, I mostly stream mostly every day besides on the weekends. And sometimes I mix it. If I miss a weekday, I try make up for that day.
Right. And so that'd be the same. I wouldn't advise you the same as the other guys to stop streaming or just go 1 or 2 days a week, but I would cut back. I would cut back the amount of time you're streaming, keep it shorter, but the way it works, like in Facebook's algorithm, until you're an hour and a half of the stream, they haven't even really promoted you, right? So you have to stream an hour and a half minimum for Facebook before they're even going to promote you to a wider audience many times. So YouTube's not that bad, but I've noticed that YouTube can take 30 or 45 minutes before it really pumps you out there to your subscribers. And so when you're doing an hour stream, an hour and 45-minute stream, hour and 31-minute stream, hour and 15, like I'm seeing here, you're actually getting the point where you might have just started to get promoted, and then you left. So you may be better off doing longer streams less than doing more of the short streams. You might want to just try it, maybe for a week or two. Instead of doing 5 1 to 2 hour streams, do 3 3-hour streams during the week, and see if you get a better traction, better view, better subscription rate from that. Because you're probably only subscribing. Your viewers are probably only your subscribers in a short stream. And when YouTube has a chance to pump you out to a bigger audience as your stream gets traction, you're shutting it off. So you're losing that new subscription growth. I do get a lot of subscription growth into my stream, but it comes in waves. And it'll come in, I'll get 10 subscriptions at a time. And then what it tells me is that all of a sudden YouTube has started promoting me outside of my normal field, and it's brought in these new people, have clicked the link, and they've said, oh, we like this content, we're subscribing. And they'll also start saying, hey, I'm new here. And so they come in batches. So if you miss those batches, you're missing converting people. And so that's my experience. So you want to try to stream long enough that you get that batch promotion from YouTube. And then if we look down, we're going to see some of the same things here. Look at this 10 best dress combinations, 262 views 3 weeks ago. That's a good video, 5 minutes. I would say there, you could do that video shorter probably. You could do it longer. You could do, you could play with that content. You did these interviews here, 465 interviews with me, 442 with Zombie. You did one with Rachel, the influencer, and then you stopped. I didn't see more come out. But those were trending pretty heavily, right? Back then. So that would have been something that I would encourage you to go back and keep doing your interviews, because those interviews are getting more views than your streams, and they're taking less time. I mean, that's a 10-minute interview, a 6-minute video. And so if you do 20, there's 67 North American influencers, but there were at some point 400 Latin American influencers who many of them speak English. So if you could start doing more interviews, you might be the guy that's the influencer interviewer, but you're also recognizing all of Dadventure's fans have a chance when they're looking for him live to come across your video. Same with Zombie, same with Rachel. So I would start other bigger influencers and see if you can get more of those lined up and continue to do that content on the weekly at least, because it's bringing in people to your channel. And I bet if we go a month ago, let's go back and see the content here. Let me see if we can see a content spike here. If we go a month ago, April, those are videos uploaded. You've got a bump right back here on April 8th, which would have been 3 weeks ago, where you gained 70 subscribers. What did you do that gained 70 subscribers 3 weeks ago? Was it those 2 videos? Yeah, a month ago. Yeah, April 8th. A month ago.
I think I gained them off. I gained them off live stream.
Off a live stream.
Giveaways, I guess.
Giveaways. Okay, there's one here. You had 567 views. So, but you had it in one day. But you've got all this content right here. So most likely these are 1 month ago. It could be that you've got a 651 view. But if you look, you did three influencer videos, and then your streams right afterwards were all really strong. But then it kind of slows down. And so you've got to keep creating that extra content that keeps pushing new people into your page that will keep watching the content as it goes. And so I would go back to that original content, which was fun to do the interview. I mean, you did a great job with the interview. Like, do more of that kind of content, and see if I would try to do 10 of them and see if that continues to bring it in. Now, the key would be North American influencer review Dadventure. That's great, but you could keyword load that because you don't have Free Fire influencer in there, so you're not keywording Free Fire. So, Free Fire Dadventure, that would be a way to keyword that. Free Fire Zombie, Free Fire. Like, you want to make sure you have those keywords that are searchable in those in your title, and they're really important that they've got to be in your title. The title is the most searchable part of your entire post now. And so, title, this is just a special stream I'm doing. So those are some things. Any last comments there, Trashman? I've got another stream I got to do at 7. So, if I look back here, there's a lot of content back here, Bossy. You like playing basketball and stuff. So, so those are some things I would do.
Bossing is, like you were saying with his time, he looks like he's in a similar position as me, where he may have limited time to stream. And I noticed a big change when I went back to every other day, um, with the YouTube pushing more people. So in that hour and a half, it almost seemed like YouTube tried to push out those batches a little bit faster because it seemed the consistency of like 90 minutes.
Right.
So that might be a recommendation for him.
Yeah. The key is I stream 4 hours every night because I'm keeping the consistency. And so my streams are consistent. I get consistent watch time. I get consistent feedback. My videos are all roughly the same length that I put out outside of my streams. So I get consistent watch time on those. So when I put out videos of the same length or streams of the same length, I get the same promotion or more from YouTube. If you're switching back and forth from the length of your streams, you're gonna damage your watch time. You're gonna damage your consistency, which is gonna affect your overall views, which will affect your overall subscribers. And so one of the things you're gonna need to do is really work on making sure everything you do is consistent across the board. Short content, medium content, and your live stream content. That's just consistent length, consistent pacing, consistently done, and really start trying to start those streams in media res and see if you get some better. And again, I see the same graphic, the Road to Grandma's House here that the Offside's using, but obviously these are being used by other people. Create your own graphic and really focus on that. Like your bossing graphic is fine. But the problem is every stream is the exact same. So unless you vary the content and vary what you're showing at the beginning, people are going to get confused and they're not going to click anything because they're not going to know which one's the freshest. So you got to get really good about making that content searchable by people for your live content for sure. All right, guys, that's all we got time for today because I've got another stream. We'll do some more of these. You can sign up on my Discord. If you don't have my Discord link, I'll post it here out for you. These guys are great streamers. Make sure you go like and sub to all of them. They're going to start doing things different. Here's what's going to happen. Go sub all 3 pages, Bossing FF, Frost61, and Offside FF. Go subscribe because what's going to happen? Hopefully they're going to listen to this advice. They're going to take off and start growing. And then what's going to show you, if you do some of the same things that they're going to do, you're going to start growing too. And so we want to encourage you to have that same kind of success. We can all do this together. You can also join our Influencer Training Club on our Discord, which I put the link there in YouTube for you. And I'll throw it over in Free Fire and Facebook. And so we're going to do some of these on Facebook here before too long as well. And some more upcoming on YouTube. Frost, Offside Bossing, thanks for letting us take a look at your channel and give you some advice, and we hope we can continue to be part of your guys' journey for success.
Thank you for the advice.
Thank you
Really
so much,
appreciate it.
Dadventurer.
No problem, guys.
I appreciate it.
All right, guys. Thanks. I'll be on my regular stream here in about an hour.